Gender oppression is a two-way street. Masculists aim to put a masculist group in every high school, every college, so that male classmates can exert enormous moral pressure on female classmates to FIP up, or be severely punished by men by not getting one, treated as a pariah, not even pumped and dumped, so are totally socially and sexually rejected by men, seen by men as hateable manslavers. Masculists want parliamentary gender political committees to be set up with half the members male and the other half female, so that both feminist and masculist issues are addressed and legislated equally. Masculists want society men-fared. For example, laws be passed to reform the divorce courts, to make them fair to men, so that men are prepared to be fathers again, so that we don't wipe ourselves out due to the lack of paternity that the fluffy feminist hypocrites have made so toxic for men. The para needs to be legislated. Probably most women will fight this tooth and nail, since most women, including most feminists, have a deeply ingrained attitude that men exist on this earth to pay for women to have babies. The existence of the mara and the non-existence of the para is the most blatant form of sexual discrimination that exists. It screams out for reform. Masculists want to create a FIP society where both sexes are raised to be FIPs, so that fluffies die out, so that men can be liberated from being man-slaves to women, working for women for decades. Header. Both sexes hating the fluffy feminists. Text. One of the masculist strategies to force the gender politicians and fluffy feminists to men-fair the gender laws is to persuade young women to vote together with men to achieve this goal. Masculists tell these young women that the main reason why boyfriend after boyfriend refuse to give her their sperm is that the hated fluffy feminist hypocrites have taken over the divorce courts and made them so toxic for men that the large majority of men now refuse to marry and reject paternity. Masculists tell these young women that they should hate the fluffy feminists as much as men do, for indirectly causing these young women's babylessness. With both sexes hating the monoconscious fluffy feminist hypocrites, monoconscious feminism will soon die out, with most feminists educating themselves to become bi-conscious and hence more likely to vote for the men-fairing of the gender laws as well, especially in the divorce courts, and for the legislation of the para, which will force women to grow up, to FIP up, to no longer be fluffy parasites, so hated by the masculists for their manslavery that lasts decades of a man's life. Contact, and then it's a photo of me, Prof. Dr. Hugo de GARIS. Email, profhugodegaris@yahoo.com. Website, profhugodegaris.wordpress.com. In brackets, click on Masculist MGTOW tab. Ciao.